Now I'd like to introduce our student speaker, Naomi Gau. Naomi is a business administration major. I don't think she's alone in that, with a minor in cinematic arts. She served as a student ambassador with the USC admissions office, and of course, aside from becoming a master at walking backwards across campus as a tour guide, she was also president of the Marshall Women's Leadership Board. Naomi has interned for the Academy of Motion Picture Arts and Sciences, NBC Universal, and the United Talent Agency. No surprise, post-graduation, she'll be working for William Morris Endeavor in New York. Please join me in welcoming Naomi.
Good morning, Dean Garrett, faculty, staff, family and friends, and the class of 2023. Congratulations to my fellow graduates. We've made it. When I first sat down to write this speech, I stared at my blank sheet of paper and stared and stared. I had no idea what to say. What could I summarize for us today that hasn't already been said and done among the wide expanse of college experiences that we together represent? Perhaps, though, that blank sheet of paper meant more than I had realized at first. As we sit here at commencement, a blank sheet also awaits each of us, the blank sheet of the next chapter of our lives. Of course, we all want to write the best speech, make the best decisions we can, live up to our potentials. So, to help with my blank sheet of paper, I turn to what I have learned here at Marshall to guide my journey. As a bit of background, for almost my entire career as a USC student, I've been a student ambassador and tour guide for the university at large. This meant that 1, I did a lot of walking backwards, but also 2, I shared my story with hundreds, if not thousands of guests. One story springs to mind, the story I tell all of my guests at the end of each tour. The story of my very first lesson from Marshall, the story of how to never fail. It goes like this. As class was ending one day, my professor, Tommy Knapp, went down the front row of students, asking us to reflect on our lesson for the day. He posed this question: what does failure look like for you? For whatever reason, I sat at the end of the row that day, and so everything I thought I had wanted to say had already been said. Not getting the grade you wanted, not getting the job offer, and so on. So, when Professor Knapp got to me, I said, well, Professor, failure to me is when you stop trying. It's when you give up. He looked at me and smiled before announcing to the rest of the class, I think that's the best definition of failure we've heard all day. If you learn to pick yourself back up, pivot, and never give up, failure never has to happen for you. But why am I talking about failure on one of the most momentous days of our lives? We have just completed several long, fulfilling, and challenging years at USC. We look forward to our next steps with excitement, wonder, and maybe even some fear. I certainly believe we will all be successful. After all, we are soon to be graduates of the Marshall School of Business. But we are now stepping outside the safety net of the Experiential Learning Center. We have trained, packed, and prepared at Fertitta Hall. Now we are finally starting to climb our various mountains. Inevitably, setbacks will come. They must. This is a fact of life. But if you remain fearlessly courageous in continuing on, you will reach unparalleled heights of success. Trust in the tools you have developed here at Marshall, from the public speaking skills in 302 to the specialized knowledge our electives offered us through the flexibility of our curriculum. Lean on the systems of support you have built these past few years through your clubs and organizations. After all, our school motto also reminds us, never stop trying and to always keep fighting on. Congratulations, Marshall Class of 2023. I have every confidence you will be brilliant and groundbreaking. As you face the next chapter of your life, wondering what to do about that blank sheet of life's paper staring at you, just remember to never give up and to always fight on.